path of water across the root. In a plant water relation, up to it we have discussed how actually the plant root hairs are helpful for the absorption of water from the soil. They show such a peculiarities which is helpful for absorption of water from the soil. This water from the soil is absorbed by different physical forces like imbibition, diffusion, osmosis, diffusion pressure deficit, then that suction force. All those physical processes are helpful for the absorption of water from the soil towards the root hair. Now today that here we are going to discuss about the pathway of water translocation from the root hair up to the xylem, because xylem is helpful for conduction of water and phloem is helpful for conduction of a food material. Now see here, it is very simple thing. This one, it is a structure of root hair. This root hair is an extension of a epiblema cell. This epiblema cell is get extended into the root hair. Root hair absorb the water. As root hair absorbs the water, it becomes fully turgid. When it becomes fully turgid, its osmotic pressure it is get decreases and turgor pressure it goes on increases. The turgor pressure of the neighboring cell which is present inside the epiblema, we can say the cortical cells. The first layer of the cortical cell which shows higher osmotic pressure compared to the root hair cell. That means DPD of the first layer of the cortical cell is more compared to the fully turgid cell of root hair. So water is sucked, water it goes towards the first layer of the cortical cell from the root hair cell by the process of osmosis, because osmotic pressure of the root hair cell is more compared to the first layer of the cortical cell. Now if we observe the osmotic pressure, it shows the movement of water from hypotonic solution towards hypertonic solution. Now the water it moves from root hair towards the first layer of the cortical cell, from first layer of the cortical cell towards the second layer, towards the third layer, towards the fourth layer. In such a way the water it start to move from the root hair towards the cortical cell. Once the water it reach up to the endodermis of the root, we have discussed the anatomy of root in a last year. This one is an epiblema cell, epidermal region. Inside that cortex, this one it is an endodermal region. In that endodermal region there is a presence of Casparian strip. This Casparian strip it is formed with the help of suberin. This suberin it is water insoluble, do not allow the passage of water through them. So that's why there are presence of a passage cells. Those passage cells are helpful to allow the entry of water towards the xylem from this endodermis. Inside the endodermis there is a presence of pericyclical cell. This one is a pericyclical cell are present around the xylem and phloem. So water from root hair have to get translocated up to the xylem, from epiblema to cortical region, cortical to endodermis, endodermis to pericycle, and pericycle to xylem. It is get transported by the process of osmosis from one cell to another cell by the process of DPD, diffusion pressure deficit. We have discussed about all those things in a last lecture. Now actually how the water is get translocated from the root hair up to the xylem. once the water is get gathered inside the endodermis or into that cortical region because of the Casparian strip, at that region it result in the formation of a root pressure. Root pressure is nothing else, it is an actually water pressure or hydrostatic pressure which is generated into the cortical cell near to that endodermal region due to the Casparian strip. Do not allow the entry of water through all the cells, only it allow the entry of water through the passage cells. Now see here, it shows in a two different way of translocation. First one, it is an apoplastic pathway. In apoplastic pathway, you can observe the water once get entered into the root here. In between the root here cells and cortical cells, there is a presence of intracellular space. In between the cell wall, the space is present. Through this space, water it moves from the root here up to the endodermal region. Is called as an apoplastic pathway. The next one is a symplastic pathway. In symplastic pathway, what happen? Water get entered into the root hair cell cytoplasm. From one cytoplasm to the neighboring cell cytoplasm through the plasmodesmata, water it start to move from one cell to another neighboring cell. In such a way, water it moves from lower concentration towards the higher concentration by the process of osmosis. And in this way only you can observe the water it reach up to the xylem. So here you can take a review about the translocation of water with the help of these slides. First, the water it move from epiblema up to the xylem. Water absorbed by the root hair cell by the process of imbibition, diffusion, osmosis. The cell becomes turgid. Turgor pressure increases but diffusion pressure deficit get decreases. The immediately adjacent cell means cortical cell, first layer of the cortical cell, have a more DPD value because its osmotic pressure is also more. So water it move from lower osmotic pressure towards the higher osmotic pressure, from hypotonic solution towards the hypertonic solution. So cortical cell, they are going to suck the water from the turgid root hair cell, they become turgid. Next to that, the second layer of the cortical cell is going to absorb the water from first layer till the root hair become flaccid. Now start to absorb the water from soil. This water it start to move from root hair to first layer to second layer, and the process it goes on in a next layer of the cell. Thus the gradient of concentration or suction pressure is developed from the cells of epiblema, means root hair cell, towards the cortical region of the root. Consequently, water moves rapidly across the root through loosely arranged living cells of the cortex, followed by the passage cells of the endodermis, because endodermal cells are lined with the help of a Casparian strip. And finally, it allowed to transfer through the passage cell towards the pericyclical cell, and from pericyclical cell it reach up to the xylem. Absorption of water, it is get continued process. A hydrostatic pressure is developed inside the living cell of root. It is called as a root pressure, which we have discussed. All those things we have discussed. It is due to the root pressure, water from the pericyclical cell is not only forced into the xylem, but it also conducted towards the stem against the gravitational pull. And it is possible due to what? Root pressure. Here the diagram shows same thing. Now only we have discussed with the help of a diagram that these are the two different ways of water translocation, apoplast and symplast. Apoplast through intracellular space and symplast through the cell cytoplasm from one cell towards the another cell through the plasmodesmata, vacuolar and transmembrane translocation of the water. Here the pathways are given. Water pass across the root through the cell wall and intracellular spaces. Symplast, when water pass across the one living cell to other living cells through the plasmodesmata, it is called as a symplast pathway. This is about the transmembrane pathway. Symplast, it is also called as a transmembrane pathway. It's all for the mechanism of water translocation from the root hair up to the xylem. The next one, mechanism of absorption of water, mainly are of two different ways. First one, passive absorption, and second one, active absorption. We'll discuss about that thing into the next lecture.